1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Where was I? Jordan, huh? My car? He scratches his head. Jeez, I thought I just, like, teleported here. Rayan, huh? That's a good one. Boy, you still cute as ever. I love me some slow in the head. Slow in the race, no, I mean, why is she talking like this? Okay, whatever, I'll just have to accept it, I guess. She reaches over and ruffles his hair. You find me later tonight, and maybe we can have a private concert of some 80s punk hits and some Barry White, if you get my drift. Winks. Angela is not gonna like that. Jordan. But you know, you have sex with who you want to have sex with. You don't have to let your friends control who you fuck. Jordan. Rayanne. That's what I wanted to hear. That's really funny, actually. She likes the fact that he's just like, See, should we all be so lucky to find somebody who appreciates us when we're being slow? God, that's like a pipe dream right there. Okay, Oh, and don't you worry about Angela, little special ed. She's calling him special ed. She all up and distracted by some blonde boy from the book reading class. I think he might be Italian, too. But he that vanilla-ass northern type. I like me some dark stuff. Oh my god. You know what? I think I probably thought Jordan was Italian back then. Catalan is Spain. I know that now. What is it? Northern Spain or something? I know that Catalan is like another form of Spanish, basically, something like that. Of course, some people will probably be offended by me saying that. They're like, "No, we are not Spanish. We are our own completely separate thing, like the Basque." But I think technically Catalan is just a type of Spanish, like similar but not exactly the same. I don't know. It's North Spain, right? I think it's Northern Spain. I might be getting this totally wrong, but anyways, whatever. Okay. But he that vanilla-ass northern type. I like me some dark stuff. Jordan raises an eyebrow. He looks at the pale skin on the backs of his hands. Yeah, Jordan is not exactly a fucking Calabrese, like, or a Sicilian or anything like that. Rayan reaches over and touches his hair again. Anyways, have some of the ramen. I'll make you one if you want, suggestively. Have a little extra MSG, and don't wear your choker too tight. Or do. Oh shit, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, he did always have that little choker. I wanted to wear a choker because, like I said, I was like getting my fashion inspiration from this character. But I could never do the chokers. Do you remember, did you fucking listen to my video about Rambo too? And fucking, like, how I tried to wear that choker and it almost, like, literally choked me. It almost strangled me accidentally. And, like, I literally, like, broke it off I, like, pulled it really hard and it was, like, fucking choking me. And then I, like, pulled it and it, like, broke off, thank God. So I didn't actually fucking die. But, like, that shit was crazy. I could literally feel, like, my air being, like, cut off. But luckily the string broke. But then, yeah, it, like, sliced into the back of my neck. So I'm just like, fuck chokers. Fuck chokers. I don't like those things. They just rub up against you. I don't know. Maybe I have a sensitive neck or something. But I don't like the fucking feeling of a choker just, like, constantly putting pressure, like, on your neck, like, right here. It's just, like, rubs up against your little fucking Adam's apple, even if you don't have much of one, but you still just, like, every bone in your fucking, like, around your fucking trachea or whatever this is right here, all these little bones, you just feel that fucking necklace, like, pressing against you, even if it's not that tight. You just fucking constantly feel it. It's like having a hair in your shirt or something. It's just like, ugh. Anyways, where was I? Okay, she laughs and wanders away. Jordan just stands there blinking. Why is my life, like, so confusing? Huh, boy. Isn't that the biggest question? He looks up, but as soon as he does, this unbearable screeching begins. It's the tea kettle whistling, and when it goes, everyone knows. They all look up. The party comes to a halt, and then everyone starts cheering. Crowd, woo, in various accents. Party in the front, woo woo. Party in the back, woo woo. Doing the lasso motion in the air. Jordan, emoji face to himself. I gotta get out of here. I gotta, get out of here. He puts his hands up over his ears, crouching down, cringing from all the noise, trying to back away. But then suddenly from behind, two arms come down and grab him around the chest, and someone's whispering in his ear. The someone. Hey, you want to share ramen? Dun dun dun. Go to black. Captions say, earlier that week. Show the front of the Japanese International High School. The bell rings, and all these cheering kids come streaming out, having a riot down the street. But then, when the crowd begins to thin, here comes Ray, strutting it out and thinking he's extra fly. Yeah, where's that motorcycle he used to ride? Ray, well, you can tell by the way I use my walk, I'm a woman's man, no time to talk, music loud, yeah, etc., etc. All of a sudden, another random blonde Japanese, quote-unquote, guy runs up. Yeah, see how all these anime characters look white as fuck? I think that's about to be addressed. I will assume this is one of Ray's friends. Well, according to Wikipedia, his best friend was Tatsuya, but I, in parentheses, luckily, don't remember and couldn't find any pictures of him on Google. Ray, confused look. Wikipedia? Google? Never mind that. Memory wipe! Ray blinks a few times. Tatsuya looks at his watch. Whoa, lost time. See, that's the type of shit that should be in the Keanu Reeves, Jared Leto, Dark Conspiracy movie. There should be time loss and a whole bunch of other weird fucking psychotropic shit going on. That would be amazing. Shrugs. Well, hey, Ray, old pal. What's up? Didn't you have detention or something today? The both of them head off, walking again. Ray, psh, yeah, but so what? I have detention like every day, and I swear I'm not going. That Mr. Prime is a total pedo, dude. Have you noticed that? The guy, undresses you with his eyes, practically. Both. Ew. They do a little shivering motion. Tetsuya. Well, what was it for anyway? Ray shrugs. Oh, nothing really. Just threw a pencil sharpener at this douchebag in class. A pencil sharpener, not a pencil. Tetsuya. Heh, what, like one of those little dinky plastic ones? Ray. No, it was more of, the big electric one on the teacher's desk. Tetsuya. Ooh. It's so funny because, I think Japan is, isn't Japan known for, their, strict school and high discipline and all that? But then this is, as you will see, this is not actual Japan. This is other Japan, which is very Americanized, as you are seeing already, so all's well that ends well, whatever. Tetsuya. Ooh. Ray. It was self-defense. You know what the other kid did to me? That fucker threw an open pair of scissors at me. Ooh, shit, that is dangerous. And all just because I called his mom an elephant trunk. An elephant. What the fuck? He sighs and shakes his head. I swear, every day I think more and more that I'd just have been safer in the Yakuza. But no, I had to let my dad talk me into moving here to America. To this shit city of, just then someone speeds past on a motorcycle, a fat Harley, and drowns him out. Ray. Dude, nice ride. Tetsuya. You were in the Yakuza? Ray. Well, not officially, but I could have been. It's an unknown. See, that seriously is the type of fucking bullshit. Let me tell you about the type of fucking bullshit that went on in this Mars story, especially near the end. When it started to get towards, the ending. The Yakuza could have been in it, easily. Actually, were they? I don't even remember. But I don't think so. But it turned out Ray had a fucking twin named Sei. So that's another doubling right there. And Sei was a bad boy. I mean, Ray was supposed to be a bad boy, but he was a good bad boy. And then Sei was a bad boy, and he was he was basically homeless, I guess. He didn't look it, but he was out there on the street. And he was beating people up or some shit like that. I don't know, because he was some kind of he was just a bad guy or whatever. He was just give into a life of sadness and violence and shit like that. And then there was this other guy that I remember that his whole shtick was that he was androgynous and he had a woman's name, but it was like an old-timey woman's name. That's what they said. I don't remember. It started with an M. But he'll probably be in here at some point. But basically they said like, oh, that's a woman's name, but it's like an old-fashioned woman's name. So I guess that would be like nowadays if there was an androgynous guy who was named like Ethel or something like that. I don't know. But he was like a psychopath. He wound up stabbing Ray. Spoiler alert. If you want to read this fucking horrible story. I don't know, maybe you're into teen dramas and then you'll love it. But yeah, you know how that, I just feel like that's kind of how every teen drama goes, is that like it starts off with just regular teen stuff like, oh, I like this guy but he doesn't like me back, or like, oh my god, I'm thinking about losing my virginity, what am I gonna do? Or like, oh my god, somebody offered me a cigarette, wow, like that's bad for you. And or like, oh man, somebody's bullying me at school, like how do I deal with it? Just like kind of normal like teen problems that are relatable somewhat universally. But then inevitably, because they run out of like everyday problems, it starts to ramp up. And then it's like, before you know it, it's just like, you've got stabbings, shootings, anorexia, schizophrenia, like fucking people being pushed out of windows, and you've got gangs, and you've got like beheadings, you've got like people giving birth on the floor in the gym, you've got like fucking like abortions going on the roof, you got fucking like teachers having orgies, and you just got everything. Somebody's like nutsack gets cut off and is hanging from the flagpole. It just becomes complete, like, to the point where the school had been shut down, at this point. But anyways, yeah, where was I? And there was some weird shit about the relationship between Ray and his dad and Say. I don't remember if the dad died, or if the dad was evil, like he abused him, or he abused them. Maybe he didn't abuse them physically, but he abused them, like, emotionally, like he manipulated them. I don't remember. There was some drama going, because, of course, the parents always have to have drama. There can never just be a nice relationship. Like, it always has to be, like, the parents have a weird relationship with the kid for X, Y, and Z reason. Because that's drama. Okay, where was I? It's an unknown. Tetsuya, huh? Ray, tomorrow I'm gonna go into class early and write Mr. Prime dresses in drag and films himself dancing at home on the blackboard. That'll show him. Tetsuya, sounds good. He's gonna go early to school. He's gonna wake up extra early, go to school early, just to do a Bart Simpson style prank on the teacher. Just then another boy runs past. This one has black hair, with just one blonde streak in the front. He pinches Ray on the ear. Boy, FedEx. Ray, ow, Asakawa, fuck you. You'll have a hard time becoming a journalist after I break your hands. I think Asakawa is from The Ring, right? Asakawa stops and turns around, but he just sticks out his tongue at them. See, there was all these characters that me and my friend used to, like, joke around with and play around with and put in our little fan fictions back then, but, over the years, the roster, like, changes, so this was so long ago that I kind of forgot who was in the roster back then. But it was, Asakawa and Ryuji, I think, was the other guy's name. I don't remember, but the guys from The Ring, like the book of The Ring, not like the movie. Especially not the American movie. Like, they might have preserved the names in Ringu, but I don't remember. It's been so long since I fucking saw Ringu. It's been, like, I think, probably, like, I probably saw it, like, right after I saw, like, The Ring. So, like, it's been a long time. Okay, where was I? Asakawa stops and turns around, but he just sticks out his tongue at them. Asakawa, in a heavy Japanese accent, which I'm not gonna try and do. Oh, why so grumpy? Yeah. I imagine it would be something like that. You can put your own heavy Japanese accent. I'm not even gonna touch that. Ray, I don't appreciate pinchings. It's a violation of my personal bubble, got it? He makes a big circle outline in the air. My bubble space. What is that from? I feel like that's from something like King of the Hill or something. Asakawa points out to the street where a FedEx truck is going past. See, the next time I see a FedEx, I'm gonna pinch my friend or my family who's there. Are there a lot of FedEx trucks though? I feel like it's more UPS that you see. I don't know. Ray to himself, ugh, he gets me with that every time. Everyone's just like accepting of the FedEx like game, like nobody questions it. Asakawa, are you going to the party? Ray, huh? He raises an eyebrow. What party? Asakawa, huh? You don't know? You, big slut monkey sniffing little girl panties, drinking 6 40-ounce bottles, party boy, you don't know? Ray goes a little red. Tatsuya, murmuring to Ray, yeah, dude, what's the matter with you? Even I knew about it. Ray, alright everybody, shut the fuck up. It echoes, up, up, up. Ray gets one of those anime faces that looks like this. It's like an embarrassed face. And a big sweat drop on his head. 2 Japanese schoolgirl types stop and stare at him for a second, and then hustle away laughing girlishly. Asakawa, well, okay, soon-to-be loser. How do the Americans say? See you on the flip side. He does the pulling down one eye thing. Yeah. Here, oh my god, the pulling down one eye thing. I forgot all about that. That was in all the animes. I haven't watched anime in so long, you guys. You don't understand. It's been so long. I have not watched anime. I am not an anime fan, okay? It's been so long. When I was like fucking I don't know, when I was pretty young, I don't even remember, a teenager, maybe even a preteen, there was like this one channel on TV, and my dad would like, it was like really like, because you know, we used to stay up like really late. Now I go to bed early. Well, tonight I'm not, because it's like fucking 1 in the morning right now, but I'm fucking up my whole sleep schedule right now. What was I gonna say? Right, there was some channel on late at night. It probably doesn't even exist anymore. It was just this weird little channel that would show like anime like shorts, I guess, or like clips, or like I don't know if it was parts of shows that are on, but it was just be like these short kind of out of context like clips of anime and stuff. And it was like it was in Japanese, like I mean, they had subtitles, but like, you know, it wasn't like dubbed or anything. And it would just be like the weirdest shit I've ever seen. Like one of them was like these kids that were in like this is gonna take up the rest of the video, but like one of them was this kids that were like they were walking in some forest or something, and then there was something in the tree, and the girl was saying how it was like a fucking like squid snack or something, and she wanted it, and she was trying to get this boyfriend / her crush or something, I don't know. She was like being all whiny and annoying, and you know the way they are in anime. She was like, "Oh, get it for me, please. I want to eat it." You want to eat a nasty squid snack out of a fucking tree? Like what the fuck? And then there was like they had weird flashbacks to being experimented on. So apparently somebody was like in a government lab or some shit like that, and probably like an android or some kind of like, you know, unnatural being or whatever that was grown in a lab. And then there was another one where it was like this person. This is the one I'll never forget because it was the weirdest shit. It was like some kind of fantasy shit, and there was this girl, like this lady, and she was in, you know, this skimpy like anime like fantasy outfit, and then she was like she got transported to some like fucking plane, or there was just like this big disco floor type of thing, and it was like this horse, like this big flaming nosed horse, and then her weapon was that she would like throw these like small hooks, like all these fish hooks basically, out of her hand, kind of like a spider web, like Spider-Man, but it had all these hooks, and it was like the threads were kind of invisible, like they drew them to be like kind of invisible, but like, you know, like, basically they just drew, like, the reflections on the lines, but the lines themselves were kind of invisible, I guess, and the hooks all stuck in the horse. The horse was, like, all these little blood drops were flying off the horse, and it was just, like, the nose was flaming, and it was running. I don't know, it was just so fucking weird. But it was awesome. It was some of the most awesome shit I've ever seen. I really love anime, like, the way it looks, and some of these backgrounds, like, some of the backgrounds, especially, like, the forest and everything they draw, like, are just, like, it's just so amazing. Like, the artwork is so good. Like, it's just stunning and beautiful. But I can never get into anime because it's either too fucking dark, too fucking cheesy, too fucking sexist, too fucking annoying, just, too fucking everything. I just can't do it. And it's just like, but I love looking at it. I love it. Anyways, that's the end.